Hello everyone, welcome to Geology Concepts. I'm here with the third episode of YouTube Shorts, in which I'm going to discuss a paleontology question from IIT JAM 2018 paper. So this question is from the phylum Echinodermata, which is the phylum of invertebrates and which generally possess a pentameral symmetry, as we can see in sand dollars or starfishes more commonly, and also sometimes there are bilateral symmetry superimposed on that. So this particular question is from the order Echinoids, and in which the morphological features have been marked and you have been asked to identify each one of them. So let us find out. So for that we need to understand the morphology of an echinoid first, and then only we can identify various features of this particular image. So to understand that, I have an image for you in which important features have been mentioned, and there are two particular classification, or we can say two particular important sides of an echinoid. One is the dorsal and one is the ventral. Dorsal is the posterior side or the back side of any body, ventral is the front one, or in the case of echinoid, dorsal is the one in which the anus is present, or we can say it is also the aboral side where there is no mouth, and ventral is the oral side where there is presence of mouth. So these are two foremost classification of any echinoid. Now where there is anus, there is anus, and around that there are smaller plates that surround this anus called as periproctal plates, and the whole area here containing genital and ocular plates is collectively called as periproct. Then in the ventral side or in the oral side, such arrangement is also present, and the whole area collectively is called as the peristome. So this is how you can see the pentameral symmetry over here in this particular echinoid, which you will find in almost every Echinodermata. And also another important morphological features in this echinoid is the ambulacra and interambulacra region. So this little strip here is called as ambulacra, and this is actually the regions, and where you see these pores, these are the openings of the tube feet, which most of the echinoids have, and those tube feet gets connected to this region which is called as ambulacra. And then in between two such ambulacra there is a region where you do not see any such pores, which is called as interambulacra. So these are the important ones which you find in any of the echinoids. And yeah, so now based on this we will try to find out the answer of this question. And another important point here is that every echinoid generally is found to be in such a manner that its oral side, this ventral side, is facing downwards, or its mouth is downwards and the anus is at the top. So this is how a echinoid exists in general if it is not toppled, because it gets feeding from its mouth on the surface, so hence it is placed like this. So let's try to find out this. In this image in the question, the most important and the simplest one is to find out what is ambulacra and interambulacra, because you can see these strips which I have just shown you in the right side image. These are the ambulacra where you find these small pores. These small pores are nothing but the projection of the tube feet or the podia, we can say, which are used for respiration or locomotion in any of these echinoids. So these are the ambulacra, which is marked as 2. So we can see that 2 is ambulacra. It must not be B and C, it either be A or D. We will find out. And if these are ambulacra, these strips are ambulacra, the region in between these must be interambulacra. Hence third will be the interambulacra, which is of course the case in both of the options. Now the important one is to find out whether this is the oral side or this is the oral side. So as I have told you, in general a normal echinoid will always exist as in the case where oral side or the ventral side will be facing downwards and the aboral side or dorsal side will be facing upwards. So if this is the aboral or dorsal side, it must be a periproct, as you can see in this case. Hence the A should be the correct answer, because 4 will become the peristome in that case. Hence D gets ruled out here. So this is how you can actually identify, but for that you need to have an idea of morphology of these important phylums or these important invertebrates. So this is it about this question, and if you have any suggestion for my next video, just let me know. And also, if you like it, just share it with your friends. And also an important announcement that we are about to start our new batches for GateNet and IIT Jam. So the link is in the description below for filling up the form for demo classes, free demo classes. So just fill the form, let us know that you want to join the demo classes. We will contact you back. Thank you.